Welcome back. My name is Kinsey. We are live today at the MGM Grand Final press conference. Starting out, we have the Undercard press conference, and then next we have the co-main event press conference with Benavidez and Gvozdyk. It's going to be an entertaining day. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday, but it was so entertaining. The fighters are ready to put on an amazing show. There is definitely some animosity between the fighters, which we love. So stay tuned today. Hopefully we get the same from Benavidez and Gvozdyk, and also the Undercard press conference. So we're going to have an exciting day, so don't forget to stay tuned.
return of superstar Tank Davis. Will he steamroll unbeaten power puncher Frank the Ghost Martin?
Bring it on.
Let's go!
Plus, David Benavidez is on a mission to wreak havoc on the light heavyweight division, starting with Alexander Gvozdyk, two of boxing's biggest names, one explosive event. Warriors only, Saturday, June 15th, live on PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fight Week continues here at the MGM Grand as we are looking forward to Saturday night. It is PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. What a night of action that we have. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time in our main event. We will have the WBA lightweight champion of the world, Gervonta Tank Davis, putting his crown on the line against the undefeated contender, Frank the Ghost Martin. Co-main event will be for the interim WBC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World as David Benavidez campaigning at 175, making his light heavyweight debut against the former world champion Alexander Gvozdyk. Also, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to hear from our undercard pay-per-view and also our Prime Video prelims that come your way starting at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, which is hosting its 100th championship fight night. The first event back January 29th, 1994. Also, Premier Boxing champions born inside this arena back in March of 2015. Many memorable fight nights and icons in the sport of boxing who have competed here at the MGM Grand. You are going to see on our undercard for the pay-per-view, we have unbeaten rising star in the super lightweight division. It'll be Gary Antoine Russell going head-to-head against Alberto Puo, that for the interim WBC super lightweight championship of the world. Both men are undefeated. Plus, we will have WBC middleweight champion of the world from the Dominican Republic, Carlos Adames, going head-to-head against the U.S. Olympian Terrell Gassiev out of Cleveland, Ohio. Also a part of our Amazon Prime prelims, also you can check it out on the PBC YouTube page, we have Elijah Garcia matching up against Kyron Davis, that in the middleweight division. Also, former world champion Mark Moxayo goes head-to-head against Mexican contender Eduardo Ramirez in a 10-round super featherweight clash. And also, we have hard-hitting Roman Villa going head-to-head against Mexico's own Ricardo Salas in a 10-round welterweight matchup to open up the stream. Tickets for the live event, they are available at AXS.com. Also, the event promoted by GTD Promotions, Samson Boxing, TGB Promotions, and Man Down Promotions. Also want to thank our sponsors, DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours, along with El Mexicano brand products, bringing authentic sabor to your table. Somos El Mexicano. I want to acknowledge the president of TGB Promotions. He is somewhere here, does a wonderful job as always. Mr. Tom Brown, ladies and gentlemen, who is here in the ballroom. Round of applause for Mr. Tom Brown. Greatly appreciate Tom's guidance and his expertise, as he always does such a fabulous job. Now let's meet the fighters. This will open up the stream starting at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time. This man with a record of 19 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws, 14 wins coming by way of knockout, trained under the guidance of Isaac Cruz Sr. from Mexico City, unbeaten in his last 5 outings. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Ricardo Salas. Ricardo,
si te podrías acercar al podio, por favor. Contanos cómo te sentís de cara a la pelea.
Hola, buenas tardes. Pues muchas gracias por la bienvenida. Me siento muy contento de estar aquí, muy agradecido con mi equipo de trabajo, Isaac Cruz, Sean Gibbons, Manny Pacquiao Promotion, y muy contento de estar aquí en mi primera pelea en Las Vegas.
Well, thank you so much for having me here. I'm really thankful to be in Vegas right now for this great fight. I'm thankful with Isaac Cruz, Sean Gibbons, and Manny Pacquiao Promotions, and I'm looking forward to what's going to be a great night. Muchas gracias.
All right, greatly appreciate it. And his adversary, Royman Villa, is unable to attend. We look forward to him being at the weigh-in tomorrow. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's transition to our next matchup on the stream that starts at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time. This man with a record of 28 wins, 3 losses, 3 draws, including 13 wins coming by way of knockout. He has taken down a slew of contenders in his career, going back to super featherweight after challenging Isaac Cruz at lightweight back in 2022. This man is never in a dull fight whatsoever, always brings his best, and will no doubt be looking forward to his showdown on Saturday afternoon. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Eduardo Ramirez.
¿Qué tal? Buen día a todos. Primero que nada, gracias a todos los presentes y a todos los que hacen posible este evento. Y pues nada, que estoy listo, estoy preparado, estoy ansioso de que se llegue el día de la pelea para demostrar todo lo trabajado durante toda mi preparación, y estamos listos y al 100% y bastante motivados. Muchas gracias.
Well, thank you very much to everyone that's here, and I'm ready, I'm prepared at 100%, anxious for fight night to get here, and I can't wait to show you what I'm capable of on fight night, because it's gonna be something that, you know, I'm gonna be excited to showcase when the time comes. Once again, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you all on Saturday night.
Eduardo Ramirez, let's meet his opponent on Saturday. This man with a record of 25 wins, opposite 2 defeats, 17 wins coming by way of knockout. He comes to us from Bohol in the Philippines, now training in Southern California. Most recently dropped a memorable toe-to-toe battle against Brandon Figueroa back in March of 2023. This man always brings forth plenty of energy, intensity when he competes, always in impeccable physical shape, trained under the guidance of Marvin Somodio. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the former WBC featherweight champion of the world. Here is Mark Maxayo.
Good noon, everyone, and I'm here to present in the Philippines. I'm very excited for this coming fight. First of all, I would like to thank PBC, TGB Promotion, Alhemo, and Shershan Gibbons for giving me opportunity, and I'm gonna do my best this coming Saturday, and it's an interesting fight and a good fight.
Thank you very much to Mark Maxayo. Now this matchup will be in the middleweight division. And I know this man is looking forward to this matchup. This was supposed to happen at the end of March, but unfortunately, some things did not allow it to transpire. But now these two will get it on. This man has a record of 18 wins opposite 3 defeats, 1 draw, 6 wins coming by way of knockout. A native of Wilmington, Delaware, training in Philadelphia with top trainer Stephen Breadman Edwards, who knows the sport of boxing probably better than most on the planet. Had 2 wins back in 2023, including most recently a unanimous decision win over Cruz Stewart back in December. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Kyron Davis.
Yo. Nah, I'm happy to be here again. You know, hopefully, you know, we actually get in the ring this time. But you know, I'm here, I'm ready, like last time. And you know, we're gonna have a good time, have a good fight. I know he's gonna come to fight if he gets in the ring this time. And you know, I'm coming to fight, you know, and that's just how I am about it. Like, that's how I deal with things. Like, it's when it's ready to rumble and it's time to fight, I just fight. That's what I do. That's what I love to do. Take on any challenge, any day, tomorrow, next week, whatever. Y'all gonna have a good fight here on hands. He can fight. He's talented. He gonna bring a lot of offense, and I'm gonna bring a lot of fire. So I appreciate everybody coming out, and see y'all Saturday.
All right, a round of applause for Kyron Davis. Certainly very motivated heading into this matchup. Let's bring up his opponent. He's undefeated, 16 wins, 13 of those coming by way of knockout. Just 21 years of age, fighting out of Phoenix, Arizona. Burst onto the scene back in 2023 with 3 impressive wins most recently, and he's fought on some very big cards. He followed up a knockout of the previously unbeaten Amilcar Vidal with victories on the Davis versus Garcia and also the Canelo versus Charlo undercards last year. Lo and behold, he's back here in Las Vegas. Looking forward to seeing him test his skills against Kyron Davis. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undefeated Elijah Garcia.
Kyron sounds, very positive, very excited. It's good. I'm prepared to give the fans the fight they deserve. You know what I mean? I missed my last outing, but I'm more than prepared this fight. I ain't got nothing good to say about Kyron. Just hopefully he keeps that energy up after the fight. You know what I mean? So, I'm ready to fight.
All right, well, I can tell there is a bit of animosity between the two. Looking forward to having a conversation with them once we get to our Q&A portion. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to open up the pay-per-view, this will be for the WBC Middleweight Championship of the World. This man is a former world title challenger who is most recently, he's fought the best of the best in the sport, coming off of back-to-back wins, having most recently knocked out Brandon Lynch last March before defeating Keandre Leatherwood back in September. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the United States Olympian with a record of 24 wins, 3 losses, 1 draw, 12 wins coming by way of knockout. Originally from Cleveland, Ohio, now training out of Southern California. This man is a pro's pro. Always in outstanding physical shape. He makes weight and he goes to work. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Terrell Gassiev.
How y'all doing today? Thank y'all for coming. I'm excited to fight, excited to be here, train hard. This is a great opportunity. I want to thank Al Heyman, PBC, TGB Promotions. I'm just ready to get it on. I've been training hard. I'm ready to give y'all a good show. I know what I'm up against. He better know what he up against. Coming to fight, coming to win the world title. And I ain't a man of many words. That's it.
Thank you very much to Terrell Gassiev. Certainly very motivated is Terrell Gassiev. Now let's bring up the champion. His record, 23 wins, 1 loss, 18 wins coming by way of knockout. Originally from the Dominican Republic, now training here in Las Vegas. Having most recently stopped former unified champion Julian Williams last June. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the reigning and defending WBC middleweight champion of the world from La República Dominicana. Here is the champion, El Campeón, Carlos Adames.
Bueno, muy buenos días para todos, a toda la prensa que se han dado cita. Primeramente vamos a darle gracias a Dios porque todos pudieron ser la realidad de estar aquí. A Luis de Cuba Jr., Al Heyman, PBC Promotion, a todos los que van a estar presentes en esa gran noche, esta gran velada, estas 100 carteleras del MGM, por todo lo alto. Muchísimas gracias, me siento muy contento, muy feliz. Quiero darle gracias a todos por venir. Espero que disfruten esta cartelera. Estamos preparados, estamos al 100, vamos a dar lo mejor de nosotros para que se lleven un buen show a su casa. Gracias.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you to all the media members for coming here and supporting this card. First of all, I want to thank God. I also want to thank Rudy Kivas Jr. I want to thank Al Heyman and PBC and everybody in this promotion that made this card possible. I feel ready. I'm 100%. You're going to see what I'm all about on Saturday night, and I can't wait.
All right, that is Carlos Adames. That'll be our opening pay-per-view matchup that starts at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. Now our next matchup, this will be for the interim WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World. This man undefeated, 22 wins, 10 of those coming by way of knockout, opposite no defeats. Captured a world title back in August of 2022 with a hard-fought victory over Bakhtiar Ahmedov. He is the native of the Dominican Republic, now training here in Las Vegas. Most recently scored a unanimous decision win last December over Hector Madera. He's the former WBA Super Lightweight Champion of the World. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the undefeated from the Dominican Republic, Alberto Puello.
Muy buenos días a todos. En primer lugar, gracias a Dios, gracias a todos los que están aquí por darse cita. Gracias a mi empresa, Chuan Boxing, mi equipo de trabajo, Sala Boxing, y al Heymon, Lucito de Cuba, y PBC por la oportunidad. La verdad es que me siento contento, me siento muy positivo para llevar a cabo este nuevo reto que me presenta mi carrera, y voy a darlo todo. Espero que todos se lleven una gran noche a su casa. Muchas gracias.
Well, thank you everyone for being here this afternoon. And once again, I want to thank God, first of all. I also want to thank Al Heyman, Ludwig Jr., PVC for making this possible. I'm really excited because this is going to be a new challenge in my career that I'm primed for. And it's the kind of challenge that I'm eager to face. So I'm going to give you a great fight, and I can't wait for you all to see it.
All right, very much thank Alberto Puello. Now let's meet his opponent on Saturday night. All this guy does is win and knock people out. Why do I say that? Because he has a 100% knockout percentage. It has been great to watch him grow and develop. I remember watching him in his pro debut. I believe we were in South Florida when you did it. And he's very much a proud member of the Fighting Russell family, trained under the guidance of his brother, the former WBC featherweight champion of the world, Gary Russell Jr., as he is a 2016 United States Olympian who has some impressive wins over the likes of former champions Victor Postol, Rancis Bartholomew, having most recently knocked out the previously unbeaten Kent Cruz in the first round last August. Very proud of where he's from, Capitol Heights, Maryland. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the undefeated Gary Antoine Russell.
How y'all doing? I want to thank y'all for coming out, the press, all the promotion companies that's involved and affiliated with this. You all make my profession more exciting. I want to thank God for allowing me to wake up today and being able to take this blessing. I know back home a lot of people want to see me knock his head off his shoulders, but we're going to keep it professional. I guess that comes with the profession, right? Like I said, I'm in shape. I come to showcase my talent, my God-given talent, and I'm going to give y'all a performance, a Class A performance come fight night. So stay tuned and continue to follow me. Thank y'all.
Gary Antoine Russell, ladies and gentlemen. And now I'm going to go and talk with all of the fighters that are up here. I'm going to start off with Mexico's Ricardo Salas, who takes on Royman Villa. That'll be a part of our prelim portion at 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time. That'll be on Prime Video and the BBC YouTube page. I want to start off with Ricardo Salas, who takes on Royman Villa. Ricardo, what are you hoping to show on Saturday against the hard-hitting Royman Villa?
Contra un oponente potente como Roman Villa. Un segundo, Ricardo, el micrófono no funciona, dame un segundo. The mic.
There we go.
¿Probalo ahora?
Just give him that mic.
No. ¿Le podrías prestar el micrófono, por favor? Gracias. A ver ahora.
Bueno.
Ahí estamos.
Sí, va a ser una pelea dura, pero venimos bien preparados para la decisión corta o larga. Vamos a salir con la mano en alto este sábado.
Look, we're going to be prepared for whatever comes our way. Whether it's a short or long fight, we're going to go with the objective of living with our hand raised. And that's all that matters.
5-fight win streak. Can you tell us about the momentum that you feel heading into this matchup against Ceremonial Villa?
Contás con una racha de 5 victorias consecutivas. ¿Sentís que ese envión te va a ayudar de cara a esta pelea contra Royman?
Pues como ya lo dije, vengo bien preparado. Las victorias que tengo son gracias a mi equipo de trabajo que hemos estado llevando a cabo y pues venimos bien trabajados para la pelea.
Like I said, I come ready to fight, and the winning streak that I have right now, it has been in large part due to the team that I have with me. That same team is going to carry me to success on Saturday night.
All right, we wish him all the best of luck. Ricardo Salas against Royman Villa. Now we have a matchup in the super featherweight division. And what I love about this fight is that both men come from rich boxing countries. You have, once again, Mexico against the Philippines, and especially here at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, we have seen some memorable showdowns between fighters from Mexico and the Philippines. Incidentally, once again, this is the 100th championship fight night in the long decorated history of the MGM Grand Garden Arena. Now, with that being said, I want to turn over to Eduardo Ramirez. Eduardo, how do you assess your opponent in the former world champion in Mark Magsayo?
¿Qué te parece un ex campeón mundial como Mark Magsayo, tu rival de turno, cómo lo evalúas?
Rival y creo que va a ser una gran pelea.
And I think it's going to be a great fight.
Where do you feel that you have the advantage in the matchup?
¿En dónde crees que vos tenés la ventaja en cuanto a la pelea se trata?
No daré más especulaciones, pero arriba del ring vamos a hacer lo que hemos venido trabajando durante toda la preparación y esperemos que den buenos resultados.
I'm not about to speculate. I'm gonna do what I've been preparing to do, what I've been training to do, and I hope that garners good results on Saturday night.
Does the rivalry between Mexico and the Philippines mean anything to you?
¿Significa algo para vos lo que es la rivalidad histórica entre México y las Filipinas en el boxeo?
Claro que sí, a nivel mundial y obviamente para todo México, me imagino que al igual para Filipinas, y es un orgullo estar representando una guerra más México-Filipinas.
Of course, it's a world-class, worldwide rivalry where both people in Mexico and the Philippines are excited to see it happen once again. In my case, I'm gonna try to represent my country with pride and make it come out on top once again.
All right, Eduardo Ramirez, Martin Butter, our outstanding translator. Mark Magsayo, for you, does this rivalry mean anything to you? You're a very proud Filipino. You are obviously trained under the guidance of Marvin Samodio, also Filipino as well. But there have been some legendary moments with Filipino fighters, specifically the great Manny Pacquiao, inside this arena. Does this rivalry mean anything to you?
Yes, it's mean everything to me because Pacquiao before and Barrera and Morales is a great fight. So I made my history in boxing too, in the Philippines versus Mexico.
What are you hoping to demonstrate on Saturday as you collide against Eduardo Ramirez?
Sorry?
What are you hoping to show?
I'm gonna give him a good show and a good fight because I know Ramirez he's been preparing for this fight. Me too. I prepared for this fight since December, so I've been 1,000% ready.
Also, in a perfect world, how does this fight end for you?
Sorry?
How does the fight end?
There's gonna be a knockdown there, but I'm not gonna predict how many rounds. Like, I'm just gonna do my fight. It's 10 rounds. It's a great night.
Mark Magsayo predicting a knockout. I'm going to go back real quick to Eduardo Ramirez, and then I'm going to work my way up the card. But Eduardo, he's predicting a knockout. Your thoughts?
Yo digo lo mismo.
I'm going to knock him out too.
Okay.
He may think he knocks me out.
Well, doesn't sound like there's going to be a need for the judges in that one. And Mark Magsayo, Eduardo Ramirez. Now let's move into the unbeaten middleweight contender in Elijah Garcia taking on Kyron Davis. Kyron, from what your opening comments, you seem to be a bit disgruntled heading into this matchup against Elijah Garcia. Can you further expound upon that?
At all, I'm not. I'm just having a good time. I'm living my dream, you know. I'm out here, get to fight on TV for money. You know what I mean? This is a dream. So ain't no bad blood or nothing like that. What's gonna happen in the ring was what's gonna happen in the ring when we supposed to fight March 30th or win. So ain't no. I was disappointed though. You know what I mean? We were supposed to fight and we didn't fight because he you know, he got sick or whatever. Mm-hmm. So obviously when something like that happens, you're gonna see some type of like emotion. Like, yeah, I trained for a fight, you know what I mean, and didn't get the fight. But now we here, so it's no big deal. Everything will be settled in the ring.
Elijah, can you tell us about what happened there in regards to, you know, obviously, you know, Kyron was disappointed, but can you tell us about what happened? We're glad you're here. You know, obviously that's all in the past, but, you know, to the audience out there, for clarification, can you tell us about what happened?
Yeah, fight week, I just had a little bit of allergies, you know what I mean? You know, I'm from Arizona. We all get allergies, very common. And throughout the week, you know, I just got a little bit more and more sick. Friday, I woke up to cut some weight, and I couldn't run on the treadmill. I couldn't breathe. We went to the emergency room, and you know, I had upper respiratory infection, I had strep throat, and I had blood blisters on my eardrums. So, I mean, I was prepared to fight, but you know, Kyron's very tough. Takes a lot to beat him, you know what I mean? And I got to be 100% to beat him, and you know, I wasn't feeling it. So I don't want to go in there and lose and have a sorry excuse. You know, I ain't no pussy.
Well, okay, so, you know, with the extra added time, how long did you take? You know, did you take any time off and then get right back into it? Or, you know, what was that process like?
So I took about a week off, and I tried to get back in the gym, and, you know, I still wasn't feeling it. So I went back to the doctors, and I had to take another 3 weeks off, you know what I mean? So I took the 3 weeks off, and, you know, I hopped back in the gym, and I took it slowly, and I found myself back in shape pretty quick. So, you know, for the most part, camp was just staying sharp and not overtraining.
Any animosity between you and Kyron Davis, or is it just more so?
No. I think right now he's just trying to hype up the fight a little bit. You know, I'm sure he was bummed out. You know what I mean? You know, I was bummed out too, of course. You know, great opportunity to fight him, but you know, we're just blessed to get the second opportunity, and I think we're both here to make the best of it.
Kyron Davis, how does the fight end on Saturday?
Kyron Davis, a winner in any fashion that I have to win. Anything that's necessary. It's going to happen, but at the end of the day, I'm going to win. At the end of the day.
Kyron Davis, very confident. Elijah Garcia, your prediction for Saturday?
It's going to be a good fight. You know, I'm not going to go out there and look for the knockout. You know, I'm not going to go out there and look for it. You know, he's very tough. I fought Benavidez, gave him all 7 rounds. So, you know, I mean, he gave him 7 rounds hard. You know what I mean? He went, I mean, it's not like he got knocked out. He went out on his feet, still trying to fight. So I ain't going to look for the knockout. I'm just going to try to, you know, take it round by round and beat him, you know, beat him like that.
All right, Elijah Garcia, ladies and gentlemen. Now we move on to our pay-per-view portion. This will be the opener, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. Terrell Gassiev, you've been at the world title level before, and now you get yet another opportunity. Is this the moment where you finally fulfill a lifelong dream?
Yeah, this is a great opportunity for me, and I'm gonna go out there and take advantage of it. I'm blessed to have this opportunity, so I've been training, working hard, and preparing myself for this day.
Do you feel like your wealth of experience, because of who you fought and never shying away from any competitor, is going to pay dividends for you on Saturday?
Of course, I fought at the highest level my whole boxing career, you know, from the Olympics. I fought all the top guys, never shied away from a fight. And I'm always game in a fight. But tonight, Saturday night, I'm going to be ready to take the victory.
All right, Carlos, I'm going to go to you, the champion. You know, about a month ago when I spoke with you, you predicted a knockout over Terrell Gassiev. Are you sticking to that prediction?
Lo voy a noquear. ¿Seguís con la convicción de que este sábado a la noche vas a noquear a Terrell Gassiev?
Bueno, como todos saben, Carlos Adames es un monstruo diferente, es un peleador imparable. No pienso dejar ningún tipo de mi rival que tenga ni siquiera en su imaginación que pueda ganarme una noche, que tenga la posibilidad de que puede vencerme en cualquier tipo de evento que haya. Pienso que Shea tiene mucha experiencia con el tema que fue olímpico y que ha aguantado a sus rivales, está parado, pero tener a Carlos Adames adelante no es cualquier cosa. Pienso que esa noche está muy comprometida.
Carlos Adames is a different kind of monster, an unstoppable fighter, and I'm not about to let anybody even glean or imagine the fact that they can beat me. Terrell Gassiev is an experienced fighter. He has had a notable Olympic career as well, but fighting against me, that's a whole issue altogether, and he's going to realize it on Saturday night.
How much of a factor is your power going to be in this matchup against Terrell Gassiev?
¿Qué tanto va a incidir tu potencia, el poder de tus puños el sábado de la noche?
Bueno, lo que pasa es que yo no dependo solamente de mi potencia, dependo de mi potencia y mi inteligencia arriba del ring. Pienso que mi inteligencia de boxeo es superior a muchas, a pesar de que han habido pocas opciones y los verdaderos peleadores que pudieran enfrentarme no me quieren enfrentar. Yo pienso que la experiencia y la potencia y la habilidad que tengo arriba del ring es suficiente para él.
It's not just about my power, it's also about my boxing IQ. Keep in mind that I haven't had that much of a chance to showcase that boxing IQ because the fighters that I want to fight, the top level fighters, they haven't wanted to fight me. So in a way, I'm really excited to be able to showcase my experience, my power, and my boxing IQ on Saturday night.
Well, looking forward to seeing a new wrinkle to the game of Carlos Adames. Terrell, I'll go back with you. When he says that he's feeling unstoppable, and, you know, he's talking about what he's been able to do and what he just feels like he's on a different level. Your response?
He really pissed me off when he said he's going to knock me out early. I ain't like that. I don't think he take it serious, but I'm here to fight, and that's not happening. But he really fired me up when he said that, so he's going to have a fight on his hand come Saturday night.
Do you think he's underestimating you?
I don't care. I don't know, but it don't matter to me. I'm there to do the job that I come to do. But he fired me up when he said he's gonna knock me out, and he keep talking about his power. I fought all kind of fighters, so I don't care about that either.
Saturday night, Terrell Gassiev. How does the fight unfold?
Me being a champion, world champion, a lifelong dream of mine. So I'm ready to do what I do.
All right, Carlos Adames, for you, your prediction, sir.
Bueno, tu vaticinio para este sábado, Carlos, él dijo que lo sacaste de quicio cuando dijiste que lo ibas a noquear.
No, lo saco de quicio porque él no se lo imagina todavía, él lo duda porque no me atiene todavía el sábado al frente, pero cada quien con su creencia. Bueno, desearle que mucha suerte porque tenerme a mí al frente es una pesadilla total. Pienso que todavía no se imagina el compromiso tan grande que ha agarrado.
Well, I can tell you that he's pissed off because he doesn't imagine what it's going to be like to have me in front of him. It's going to be a total nightmare for Terrell, and he's gonna wish that, you know, I wasn't in front of him because it's going to be a great fight, and he doesn't really realize what he's about to be up against.
All right, I love the tension between Carlos Adames, Terrell Gassiev. That opens up the pay-per-view, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. It is PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. Our second matchup, this one will be for the interim WBC Super Lightweight Championship of the World. Alberto Puello's undefeated former world champion. Alberto taking on Gary Antoine Russell. How big of a moment is this for you in your career?
Bueno, Alberto, estás por pelear contra Gary Antoine Russell en esta cartelera. ¿Qué tan importante, qué tan grande es este momento para vos en tu carrera?
Bueno, no cabe duda que estoy frente a la pelea más grande de mi carrera y a la oportunidad más grande, ya que esta victoria me llevará a otro nivel. Me siento muy feliz, muy contento y positivo. Espero que mi oponente venga a dar el máximo, ya que así podrá exigir que yo dé el 200% para poder llevarme la victoria.
There's no doubt that this is the most important fight of my career because it's the kind of fight that's going to take me to another level. I'm very happy, very proud to be a part of this card, and I'm 100%, and I hope that my opponent is 100% as well, so that way we can take the best out of each other.
Does it add extra significance fighting on the same card as one of your fellow countrymen? You will be following Carlos Adames. You're both from the Dominican Republic.
Bueno, ¿hay una motivación extra, algún tipo de significado especial el saber que acá tenés a Carlos también peleando en la misma cartelera y los dos van a representar a República Dominicana este sábado?
Claro que sí, es una motivación doble y qué más que llevarle un nuevo título a República Dominicana. Ya tenemos el de Carlos y esa noche que yo me corone, la felicidad y el gozo va a ser doble para mi país.
Absolutely. It's a double motivation for me to be in the same kind as Carlos. And what could be better than to take back to the Dominican Republic 2 titles in our hands? Because that's what I want to do. I want to be able to come back with the title in my hands.
All right, Gary Antoine Russell, you're undefeated, 17 wins, 17 knockouts, a 100% knockout percentage. Gary, what is the key to your power?
It's God-given. We definitely practice in our camp about physics and distributing our body weight a certain way. Everybody got their thing that works for them in their camp, and we got ours. The Russell family got our own signature way of training. As far as what I eat, I think that plays a part as well, you know, vegetables. My spinach like Popeye, like I said before, you know, and definitely hard work and training in the gym.
You fought some top-level and beaten former world champions, but where does Alberto Puello rank in regards to opponents that you've had?
Simply say, my father's words to my ears, don't magnify your opponent, whether they're a world-class title or not, title holder or not. You go in there and fight your fight. We practice in the gym. We're in the gym every day. We seen some footage of him. We see his flaws. Everybody got kinks in their armors. It's just about do they fix their flaws? Not everybody fix their flaws. They get away with it because they don't have the opponent in front of them to make them pay for their flaws. You know, I feel like I'm one of those opponents that's going to make him pay for his flaws. It's that simple, to be honest. I'm not going to look at him as a pushover or an opponent that's just going to lay down for me. I'm pretty sure he's going to bring his physical best. He want to come there and win just like I want to come in there and win. But it's my job to knock his head off his shoulders. That's the sport we in. We're in the hurt business. You know, so I'm going to come in there and show my God-given talent, stay superb, stay poised, and keep my fight an action-packed fight. That's what everybody used to seeing when they see me.
Alberto, when he says he's going to focus on trying to knock your head off, your thoughts?
Bueno, Alberto, acá Gary dice que te quiere arrancar la cabeza y que está al tanto de tus flaquezas y tus debilidades. ¿Qué te provoca ese tipo de declaración?
En realidad eso es lo que me llena de alegría. Escuchar esa palabra de él, ya sé que él viene a dar el máximo, solo queda que gane el mejor, porque yo también vengo a dar mi máximo y a ganar la pelea como siempre lo sé hacer. No conozco la derrota, él tampoco la conoce, pero no estoy dispuesto a pasar por ese sabor en este momento de mi carrera.
It actually fills me with joy. I'm glad that Gary is going to be able to bring his best and he's eager to fight just like I am. But you know what? I haven't tasted the taste of defeat yet, and I'm not about to either. I know Gary hasn't tasted defeat either, but I'm not about to go through that sour moment because this time is my time.
All right, your prediction for Saturday night against Gary Antoine Russell, Alberto Puello.
Para este sábado, Alberto, ¿cómo termina la pelea?
Bueno, pienso que puede terminar en cualquier momento, ya que un knockout no se define por la pegada. Soy un boxeador que estoy acostumbrado a la distancia, pero muchos dicen que no pego, pero puedo darle el buen golpe y acabar la pelea.
The fight can end at any time. I'm used to going the distance. People may underestimate my power, but my punches can come at any time and they can end the fight at any time.
All right, Gary Antoine Russell, what kind of statement are you looking to make on Saturday night against Alberto Puello?
Definitely a big statement. If I can take the shine away from the main event, that's my job. That's what my plan going to be. He didn't lie. I think a female can put these small gloves on and get a knockout. That's why you don't take nobody lightly. But somebody old got to go, and I'm not looking forward to be mine. That's my thought process. That's always been my thought process. And at the end of this night, I'm not going to disrespect him too much, but as far as skill set, basura.
Wow, okay. We don't need any translation for that. Your prediction for your matchup against Alberto Puello, Gary?
Me getting closer to my ultimate goal, and that's becoming undisputed. I want to wipe out my division. I want to be undisputed. I want to get one of these. I want to get this belt right here. You know, so he's a stepping stone. I got to get past him first, so I can't look too far ahead when I got something in front of me. I get past this night, come out unscathed and safe, and I get back in the gym as soon as I get home. You know, so I'm looking for a victory. My hand raised.
Ladies and gentlemen, give a round of applause to our undercard fighters. They're going to face off. And also coming up, we'll have David Benavidez, Alexander Gvozdyk. This is our pay-per-view undercard and our PBC on Prime Video prelims that come your way this upcoming Saturday, 5:30 Eastern, 2:30 Pacific time. Pay-per-view, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time. We will now have our ceremonial face-offs. Thank you. Thank you, gentlemen.
Por favor, gracias.
right now we have a special presentation from the president of the World Boxing Council for the Russell family. I want to bring out the distinguished Mr. Mauricio Suleiman.
Good afternoon, everyone. The WBC prides itself for fighting against any sort of discrimination and abuse of power. And the WBC created the programs along with Nelson Mandela to finish apartheid. We were able to get this presidential pardon for Jack Johnson and many other things in looking for inclusion and human equality. The WBC created the Freedom Belt to commemorate the Juneteenth celebration, which is the end of slavery in the United States. We started the Juneteenth Belt back in 2021 with Charlo. After that, there have not been fights on that date. And for this year, we created a very special commemorative belt to remember where we came from and how discrimination is a form that cannot be accepted in any part of the world. There is a very special person that we want to render homage today. He passed away at the tender age of 62, a great father, a great teacher, a great trainer, and certainly a person that deserves to be in the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Gary Russell, Sr., passed away, but he left a legacy with a beautiful family. And I would like to invite the three Garys to come to the stage to receive the 2024 Freedom Commemorative Belt for Juneteenth.
Mauricio, thank you so much. They surprised me, y'all. They caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it. They told me at the last minute. I just want to thank everybody, especially Mauricio, the sanctioning body, for supporting us, representing us. And I want to thank the media, the fighters, the coaches. Thank you for being a part of this square circle and being, you know, we're a part of a fraternity. You know, and it's an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to be able to receive this, you know, for the work and effort that we put in over the years. So thank y'all again.
All right, we are going to start our co-main event press conference in about 10 minutes, but also for the media here, the undercard fighters are available during this time period, and we will continue with our co-main event press conference coming up in about 10 minutes. Thank you.
Okay, so now we have heard from all of the undercard fighters in the undercard press conference, but do not go anywhere because up next we have the co-main event press conference. This is going to be good. We have Benavidez and Gvozdyk. I know this is going to be interesting. A lot of you guys are big fans of Benavidez. We saw that 2 days ago at the Grand Arrivals. So much support. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. We also right now have an amazing interview with Gary Russell Jr. So don't go anywhere. Let's grab him right now.
Gary, then Gary.
But you don't go by. Okay, so we actually got very lucky and we got both brothers. So first, we're going to start with Gary Antoine. You are fighting this weekend. We did see, he kept the press conference interesting for us because we did see some words. Yeah. So how do you feel going into this fight this weekend? Is there some animosity here?
No animosity. It's just like I said up there at the press conference podium. He's just another stepping stone. And right now, I can't just be looking too far ahead when I got something in front of me. No hostility at all, just to throw it out there again. But I know I'm in a profession and a sport of hurt. So I know he's going to come out there and try to hurt me, you know, and kind of impose his will. And it's my job to resist that. That's all.
Absolutely, and this is a big day for your family. You guys were just given this beautiful belt. So what does that mean to you and your family?
It means the world. You know, it caught me by surprise, and it just shows me the legacy that's just been laid and the road that's been paved. And I don't want any hard work and time that we done put in as a collective family to go in vain. And that's a staple that symbolizes that right now.
Yeah. It's really beautiful what your family has built and done together. Thank you so much for your time, and good luck this weekend. We are going to step and go ahead and talk to Gary Russell Sr., former world champion as well. Junior, sorry, not senior, junior. So he just spoke on what it meant to your family. What does it mean to you personally?
Well, personally, it means a lot to me. Mauricio and the sanctioned body caught me completely off guard with this one. I'm the longest reigning champion in the sport of boxing, period, to represent the sanctioning body. Wow. You know, and for them to acknowledge me for that and also acknowledge my family, my younger brothers, and my dad in the interim of it, you know, it's amazing. You know, it's more to come. Yeah. But it gives me the motivation and to push and give the fans a little more, you know, just for the sanctioning body and stuff, just to represent us and to think about this. Yeah. I didn't even expect this, you know, so it was a nice gesture, man. I appreciate it, man.
It's something really beautiful to see, your family dynamic. I saw you right up there on the stage filming your little brother. So what do you expect to see from your little brother this weekend?
I tell him that all the time, the difference between good and great is inches and centimeters and the ability to execute no matter what the objective is. That's what I'm expecting to see from him. Yeah. I want him to execute no matter what goes on. We're not going out here looking for a knockout. I want him to go out there and execute the game plan. He's still young, and he's still growing and still maturing, you know, and that's what we're looking at. I want him to be able to get this guy up out of there. It's supposed to be controlled chaos, not just chaos.
I love that. And the other thing is, it is the 100th championship fight here at the MGM Grand. So you guys, you have a huge family history in boxing. So do you recall anything that stands out to you that was a fight at the MGM? One of these 100 amazing fights. Anyone that stands out to you?
Oh my God, you put me on the spot with that one. I don't know if I have some. I don't know. That's a difficult question. But what I can say that stood out to me the most is receiving this. And for Mauricio, the sanctioning body itself, representing, you know, just acknowledging me and my family and my dad, you know, for what we've accomplished so far in the sport, even though that there's still so much more that we have room to cover, you know, it's refreshing. You know, and I'm grateful, like I said, to the media, to the fighters, as well as the coaches. It's a privilege and an honor to be able to be a part of this fraternity. Yeah.
And they're going to be making more memories for the MGM Garden Arena this weekend for the 100th championship fight at the MGM Garden Arena. So we will see you guys there this weekend. Good luck.
Right,
we're very excited to see you. Thank you guys so much.
Please finish up your interviews. We're going to get going in about 5 minutes with our co-main event press conference. So to meet.
return of superstar Tank Davis. Will he steamroll unbeaten power puncher Frank the Ghost Martin? Bring it on.
Let's go!
Plus, David Benavidez is on a mission to wreak havoc on the light heavyweight division, starting with Alexander Gvozdyk, two of boxing's biggest names, one explosive event. Warriors only, Saturday, June 15th, live on PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video.
MGM Grand here in Las Vegas. It is our co-main event press conference on a Saturday night, the co-main event of PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. It'll be for the interim WBC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. As we want to welcome both combatants. First, we want to bring a native of the Ukraine. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Alexander the Nail Gvozdyk. And his opponent, undefeated. Ladies and gentlemen, from Phoenix, Arizona, here is the WBC Super Middleweight Champion of the World, David Benavidez. All right, we have our co-main event combatants here, and Saturday night is being promoted by GTD Promotions along with Samson Boxing, Mandan Promotions, and also TGB Promotions. This man has been entrenched in boxing for decades and deserves his rightful place into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the president of TGB Promotions, the very hard-working Mr. Tom Brown.
Thank you, Ray. First of all, I just want to once again say how excited and proud we are to be here and be a part of this celebration of the 100th fight night at the famous MGM Grand Garden Arena. Now, this is our third fight in a row on Amazon Prime Video pay-per-view. And once again, for the third time, we'll be delivering 4 championship fights in the pay-per-view portion of the card. And on the Prime Video prelim show, we've added an extra fight to that portion of the show, so you're going to get a lot for your buck here. We've got a great card. Get in the arena early to watch those early fights, and we'll see you all Saturday. Thank you.
Mr. Tom Brown, ladies and gentlemen, always doing as much as he can for the sport of boxing. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring up from Samson Boxing, this man I can recollect when David Benavidez made his national television debut back in November of 2015. And this man who has discovered some legendary names in the sport of boxing, he knows talent, but he told me in November of 2015, he said, I am going to have the youngest super middleweight champion in history. Fast forward 2 years later, and David Benavidez did that when he upended Ronald Gavril. Well, he knows talent, and he always does a phenomenal job when it comes to going ahead and finding top quality prize fighters. Here is Mr. Samson Lukowitz.
Thank you. Well, 100 events in MGM is crazy, and I'm so honored. Like you say, my friend, I say that Benavidez will be a champion. I did it. I call him El Bandera Roja, the red flag. The reason is because when you go to the beach, if you see a red flag, it means you cannot go to the water. If you go to the water, you lose. You can lose. And this is what happened. Now, if I come up with the name of that, I love it, the Mexican Monster, everybody make fun of him. So, Mike Tyson, thank you. And for you, I wish you good luck. Even I don't mean so much, but, you know, but I know it'll be a good fight. I love Ukraine. I have so many friends, and I lost so many friends in Ukraine, that whatever it be the result, always my heart will be in Ukraine. Thank you very much, and God bless you all.
Mr. Samson Lukowitz, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, this is the 100th championship fight night at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. And what a co-main event that we have. The first event, January 29th, 1994. Iconic names I literally can romanticize about the Grand Garden Arena for hours at a time, but we don't have that kind of capability. But right now, I want to bring up the trainer of Alexander Gvozdyk, who always does a fabulous job. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Marco Contreras.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for being here. First of all, I want to say thank you to people that made this possible, Eddie Reynoso, PBC, and of course, thank you for Benavidez for giving us the opportunity to take this fight. And Alexander is in the best shape of his life to deliver a real great fight.
Marco Contreras. Also, I want to acknowledge Vadim Voskobonikov, the Alexander Gvozdyk's advisor. Vadim Voskobonikov joining us here as well. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring up the second trainer who does a tremendous job. He's been with his sons since the beginning. It is Jose Benavidez Sr. who trains his son David, and also Jose Benavidez Jr. And you know, this guy just constantly immerses himself around some brilliant minds. He himself has become a brilliant mind in the sport, knowing how to make adjustments, preparing his sons for battle, and really just being so proud of being Mexican and leading his sons into top quality prize fights. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Jose Benavidez Sr.
Primero le quiero dar las gracias a Dios por permitirnos llegar aquí a Las Vegas. Estamos súper emocionados de estar aquí en el 100 aniversario de este evento. Tuvimos un gran campamento. Quiero darle las gracias a nuestro promotor Samson, a Luis de Cubas, a Al Heyman por esta oportunidad. Y también les quiero decir que venimos muy preparados. David se preparó muy fuerte. Tuvimos la preparación en Miami, Florida, donde estaba súper húmedo, con mucho calor. Y fue un entrenamiento fuerte. Quiero dar las gracias también a Alexander aquí por aceptar la pelea. Va a ser una pelea buenísima. Vamos a pelear con un ex campeón olímpico que solo tiene una perdida con Benavidez. Es un peleador que es libra por libra en estos momentos. David Benavidez les va a traer una guerra el sábado y estamos súper emocionados. Y quiero dar las gracias a toda la prensa y a todos los fans que nos han brindado mucho amor. Y también quiero dar las gracias a Durán Stitch por ser parte de este equipo que va a ser el que se va a encargar de las cortadas. Y quiero dar las gracias por ser parte del equipo Benavidez. Y a todos los fans, muchas gracias. Van a tener una buena noche de boxeo. Gracias.
José, antes de que te vayas, ¿querés hacerlo en inglés, por favor?
Yeah, I am so happy to be here in Las Vegas. I want to thank God for allowing us to be here safe and ready to go on Saturday. We're going to give you guys a great fight. We're so proud and super happy to be part of this 100th anniversary here at the MGM. I want to thank our promoter, Samson, for all that hard work. He said he was going to make David a champion. He didn't do that. He did more than that. He made him 1 time, 2 times, now 3 times. We're going for the 4th world title, for the interim WBC title, and we're super excited. David had a great camp. We trained in Miami, Florida. It was super humid. It was a hell of a training camp. We're going to give you guys a great fight. Alexander's he's an Olympian. He's a great fighter. He only has 1 loss. This fight is going to be real tough for us, but we prepare very well for it, and I believe that David's going to come victorious. He's going to look spectacular. I want to give a thanks to all the fans for all your support and all your love, and all the media. Thank you so much for all the support also. We also want to thank our friend Stitch, that he's going to be part of Team Benavidez now. He's going to be our cutman, and we're super proud and happy to bring him in. Thank you so much.
Jose Benavidez Sr., ladies and gentlemen. Now let's bring up one half of our co-main event. This man with a record of 20 wins, 16 of those coming by way of knockout against 1 defeat. As Jose Benavidez Sr. pointed out, he was an Olympian, a 2012 Olympic bronze medalist representing his native Ukraine, now training out of Southern California. He became a world champion when he finished off Adonis Stevenson in the 11th round by way of knockout. He's the former WBC light heavyweight champion of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Alexander Gvozdyk.
Hello everyone, thank you for coming. For me it's a big honor, and I'm really excited to fight on such a big card. Pay-per-view, Las Vegas. I see all the banners, I see my face all around Las Vegas. It makes me very excited. I want to say thank you for PBC, Eddie Reynoso, my manager, to make this fight happen. This is a great opportunity to fight such a guy like David Benavidez. He's a top fighter, as was mentioned before, youngest middleweight world champion. He's a representative. He's representing boxing actually, so fighting the guys the caliber like him, it's a big honor, and I'm very excited, and we're gonna show a great fight. Thank you.
Alexander Gvozdyk, ladies and gentlemen. And now let's bring up the second half of our co-main event. What a 2023 for this man. Incidentally, last March, he headlined at the MGM Grand Garden Arena, defeated Caleb Plant in what was an exhilarating matchup, and then he would follow it up in November at Mandalay Bay Michelob Ultra Arena. And he did something to Demetrius Andrade, which no one has been able to do. One, hand him a defeat, and also finish him off in the 7th round, or the 6th round, I stand corrected, and really turned up the intensity and finished off Demetrius Andrade, a United States Olympian. This man knows what it's like to step inside the ring and put on a show. I literally mean this. He is must-see television with every single time that he steps inside the ropes. You want to take a look at highlights from this man? Look up David Benavidez' knockout over Rogelio Porky Medina. He's literally, it's like playing a video game watching him compete. Ladies and gentlemen, 28 wins, 24 of those coming by way of knockout. No losses. The WBC super middleweight champion of the world from Phoenix, Arizona, David Benavidez.
First of all, I just want to thank God for this opportunity, and I just want to thank everybody else. Samson Lukowicz, my father, Jose Benavidez, Al Heyman, Luis de Cubas, David Garcia. If it wasn't for my team, I wouldn't be here where I am right now. But now that we're here, this is a big card. I'm very excited for this. We got the co-main event, and Alexander Gvozdyk is a great fighter. I'm prepared for him. We actually sparred when I was 21 years old. And now I'm very happy that we can bring this fight to the people. It's definitely going to be a great fight, but I'm looking to steal the show. We got 2 more days till the Monstro comes out, so I'm very excited. See you guys Saturday.
David Benavidez. Now, David, campaigning here, 175. Welcome to the light heavyweight division. How does it feel preparing for 175?
I feel amazing. This has been the easiest weight cut of my life. Now I know how it feels when people say, oh, I had an easy weight cut. You know what I mean? So that being said, my speed is going to be even better. My strength is going to be better, and my endurance is going to be overall better. I did not leave any stone unturned for this training camp. I know, like I said, Alexander, he's a great fighter. And I know him really well. I put together a great game plan. And this Saturday, when there's still the show, I know we got some tough competition because Gervonta and Frank Martin, they're going to be trying to put the best show they can, but, this is going to be the David Benavidez night.
Now, Alexander, how much are you looking to, I'm sure you're not wanting to welcome David Benavidez to the light heavyweight division with open arms. You want to provide him an unfriendly welcome, but you have been at this weight class 4 years. In your opinion, is there that much of a massive difference from super middleweight to light heavyweight?
I don't really think so, because David, he's a big fighter, and he was just a huge super middleweight. I think right now with even size, I don't see any advantage on my side regarding the size. So basically, I think he's supposed to feel very comfortable in this weight division.
So where do you feel that you have the edge in the fight?
Well, I'll try to use what I do best. I use my footwork, do consistent, try to time him, do my job.
David, for you, was coming up here to 175 a reason because of an opportunity, or the fact that, the guy that you want at 168, that fight hasn't happened yet? But what are your thoughts? Is this going to be a lengthy stay here in the light heavyweight division? Are you going to go back and forth?
No, so, I didn't feel like there was any reason to stay at 168 any longer. My main goal was to win all the belts at 168. Canelo's holding up all the belts hostage, and like I said, it's a perfect time. I've been at 168 for the past 10 years, so naturally my body's getting bigger, and I think this is just a perfect time to come up, and I'm just looking to capture all the titles in this weight class and giving the fans the best possible fights I could possibly give you guys.
You made your pro debut in August of 2013. Is it unbelievable to think about how quickly time goes and the fact that you are still, in your 20s? You're a young veteran.
Yeah, man, it's been a lot of patience, and I put in all the groundwork. Last year was barely my first pay-per-view, and I had been professional for 10 years already. So the best thing, you have to have patience with the best things in the sport. So I feel like I got another 15 years left in me for this professional game. So I'm very excited to make this second half of my career the best half.
Now, Alexander, for you, when it comes to, assessing David Benavidez, he proclaims that this very well could be the fight of the night. When he says something like that, what goes through your mind?
Well, I'm supposed to be part of it.
Absolutely, but does that excite you, knowing that, he's going to be at his absolute best?
Oh, 100%. I don't really expect that any discounts from him. I know that I'm supposed to face his best shape. Now he's didn't have any problems with the weight cut, so I'm supposed to face the best version of David Benavidez.
What kind of statement are you looking to make against David Benavidez on Saturday night?
Well, I'm just going to resist the monster.
Oh, wow. David, how do you respond to that?
I prepare very well for Alexander Gvozdyk too. I know he's in the best shape of his life, and we got two warriors going up against each other. We had a hell of a sparring session, 3 sparring sessions to be exact, when we were in Oxnard. So I'm very excited to be able to bring this to the people, and we're definitely going to steal the show Saturday.
David, what happened in those sparring sessions?
You guys got to pay the pay-per-view to see.
Okay, all right. Looking forward to this one between David Benavidez and Alexander Gvozdyk. David, what kind of message are you hoping to send to the light heavyweight division, also the super middleweights?
I'm just going to be as dominant as I was in the super middleweight division. And like I said, I'm staying here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm looking to campaign here and take all the belts.
Now, if you had your choice when it comes to assuming everything goes according to plan, you get your hand raised, have you thought about what could be next? Or is it like, hey, let me take on the best light heavyweight? Or, again, is the end game the man that is known as Canelo?
Man, I really don't care about Canelo. If he didn't want to get the fight at 168, we're at 175 now. Now we're looking to face the best here.
Do you like the fact that being up here 7 pounds, you're going to be dealing with guys that are bigger? I mean, you walk around and you're a very big, strong guy. I mean, guys that are a little bit bigger.
The better the competition gets for me, the better, and the better I get myself. So that's why I've never shied away from no hard fights, because I know since I was a little kid, I've been working with world champions since I was 14 years old, and the best has always came out of me. So when the bright lights get turned on, I always show up.
When you hear, celebrities, guys like Mike Tyson and top-level athletes all over the world, entertainers, when they talk about fighters that they love, you seem to be one of those that they always say, I love watching David Benavidez fight. The fans love watching you fight. The fan support just continues to increase. Do you feel that? What does that mean to you?
It's always been my dream since a little kid to be that fighter. I feel like I don't have, I didn't have the titles at 168, but I do feel like a champion in my heart. And day in, day out, I'm going to be giving my all 100% to all the single fans, because the fans pay good money to watch these fights. And I'm going to be putting my heart on the line every single night, and you guys will get the best out of David Benavidez every single time.
Alexander, how does the fight end on a Saturday night against David Benavidez?
I'm going to win this fight because I'm in best shape in my life, and, I'll do everything to win this fight.
Do you feel then, you talk about how in shape you are, that your conditioning is going to be a significant factor in the fight?
Well, this is basically what everyone's supposed to have fighting David, because he's the fighter who makes constant pressure. You cannot just fight him, stand in front of him with no condition, because you have to move, and in order to move, you have to have conditions. And I guess I do have it.
So utilizing your ring IQ and your experience is going to serve you well on Saturday, is what you're saying?
I hope it will.
All right, Alexander Gvozdyk, ladies and gentlemen. David Benavidez on a Saturday night. You are super middleweight champion of the world now in your first jump here to 175 against Alexander Gvozdyk. Your prediction?
You know, I'm going to just be David Benavidez. The Monstro's coming out, and I go for the knockout every single time. And this fight's not going to be no different. I'm going to steal the show, and I'm looking to knock Alexander out.
And the rest of 2024 is going to look how for David Benavidez?
You know, we're going to keep having impressive performances and keep beating the best in the division. And that's just what I want to keep doing. I just want to keep being that fighter that, you know, that every time I fight, it's going to be a carne asada. It's going to be a party back at home. And, you know, we're going to give you guys the best fights possible.
Yeah, I like that. Some carne asada watching David Benavidez go at it against Alexander Gvozdyk. Ladies and gentlemen, our co-main event combatants. This one for the interim WBC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. A round of applause for David Benavidez and Alexander Gvozdyk as they will now face off. It is Saturday night, PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video. David Benavidez, Alexander Gvozdyk in our co-main event. 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific time from the MGM Grand Garden Arena here in Las Vegas, celebrating their 100th championship fight night, the ceremonial face-off. Guys?
Thank you guys so much for tuning in today with PBC Live as we did the undercard press conference and the co-main event press conference. The fun is not ending. Tomorrow we have the live weigh-in, so make sure to stay up to date with PBC's YouTube for all information on that. Also, we have the QR code right here for the pay-per-view fight. You do not want to miss this fight. It's a co-main event fight this weekend, June 15th. So check out the QR code below and we will see you guys.
The return of superstar Tank Davis. Will he steamroll unbeaten power puncher Frank the Ghost Martin? Bring it on.
Let's go!
Plus, David Benavidez is on a mission to wreak havoc on the light heavyweight division, starting with Alexander Gvozdyk, two of boxing's biggest names, one explosive event. Warriors only. Saturday, June 15th, live on PBC pay-per-view on Prime Video.